Peace up. Caesar speaks.
Calpurnia, here, my lord. Stand you directly, and Antonius is fled, and he doth run his course. Antonius!
Caesar, my lord.
Forget not your speed, Antonius, to touch Calpurnia. For our elders say, the baron, touched in this holy chase, shake off their sterile curse.
I shall remember. When Caesar says, do this, it is performed.
Caesar!
Ha! Who calls?
Beware the Ides of March.
Brutus, who is that?
It's Susa. Bid ye beware the Ides of March.
Set her before me. Let me see her face.
Come from the throng. Look upon Caesar.
What sayest thou to me now? Speak. Once again.
Beware the Ides of March.
She is a dreamer. Let us leave her. Pass.
Will you go see the order of the course? I am not gaining so. I do lack some part of that quick spirit that is in Antony. What means this shouting? I do fear your people choose Caesar for their king.
Ah, do you fear it? Then must I think you would not have it so.
I would not, Cassius, yet I love him well.
I was born as free as Caesar, and so were you. And we could both endure the winter's cold as well as he. For once, upon a raw and gusty day, the troubled timber chafing with your shores, Caesar said to me, darest thou, Cassius now, leap in this angry flood with me, and swim to yonder point? Upon the word, I plunged in and bade him follow. The ere we could arrive at the point proposed, when Caesar cried, help me, Cassius, or I sink! And this man is now become a god?
Another general shout. I do believe that these applauses are for some new honors heaped on Caesar.
Ah, do you fear it? Then must I think you would not have it so.
I would not, Cassius, yet I love him well.
Why, man feeds off the strife in our world, like a colossus, and we, petty men, walk under his huge legs and peep about. Men, at times, are masters of their fate. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stalls, but in ourselves. Brutus and Caesar. Why should that name be sounded more than yours?
What you have said, I will consider. The games are done, and Caesar is returning. Look you, Cassius, the angry spot that doth glow on Caesar's brow. Calpurnia's cheek is pale, and Cicero looks with such varied and such fiery eyes, as we've seen him in the Capitol, in cross and conference by some senators.
Antonius!
Caesar!
Let me have men about me that are fat. Yon Cassius on the lean and hungry. He thinks too much. Such men are dangerous.
Fear him not, Caesar. He's not dangerous.
Would he were fatter. Such men as he be never at our scenes, whilst they be wholly greater than themselves, and therefore are they very dangerous.
You pulled me by the coat. Will you speak with me?
Aye, Casca, tell us what had chanced today, that Caesar looks so sad.
I saw him came to me often in the town. 'Twas one of these mornings, and as I told you, he put it by once, but for all that, to my thinking, he feigned with that. And then he offered him again, and he put it by again, but to my thinking, he was very loath to lay his fingers off it. Then he offered him a third time, and he put it by a third time. And still, as Caesar refused the crown, the valiant hooted and clapped their chapped hands, and threw up their sweaty nightcaps, and uttered such a deal of stinking breath because Caesar refused the crown, for he swooned and fell down.
What? Did Caesar swoon?
He fell down in a rocky place, rolled at the ground, and was speechless.
'Tis very like he hath the falling sickness.
Did Cicero say anything?
Ah, he spoke Greek.
To what effect?
Those who understood him smiled and shook their heads, but to my own heart, it was Greek to me. I can tell you the language too. Flavius, for pulling skulls off of Caesar's images is to be put through silence. Fare you well.
What a blunt fellow.
So is he now in execution of any bold or noble enterprise?
Tomorrow, if you will.
Till then, think of the Lord.
Brought you Caesar home? Why are you breathless? And why stare you so?
Cicero, I cannot put up my sword against the capital of Milan. And yesterday the burden man did say, even at noonday upon the marketplace, hooting and shrieking.
Indeed, it is a strange discordant time. Come Caesar to the capital tomorrow?
Yeah.
Good night then, Casca. This disturbed sky is not to walk in.
Farewell, Cicero.
Who's there?
A Roman.
Casca, by your voice.
Your ear is good, Cassius. What a night this is.
Now could I, Casca, name to thee a man most like this dreadful night?
'Tis Caesar that you mean, is it not? Indeed, they say the 70s tomorrow mean to establish Caesar as king.
And I know where I will wear this dagger. Cassius from bondage shall deliver Cassius. There, ye gods, you tyrants to defeat.
Here, take my hand.
There's a bargain made.
Stand close a while, for here comes one in haste.
'Tis Cinna, I do know of my escape. He is a friend. Cinna, where haste for so?
Find out you. What a fearful night is this. Oh, Cassius, if you could but win noble Brutus to our party.
Good Cinna, take this paper and lay it where Brutus may, but find it.
Well, I will hide, and so bestow these papers as you make them.
That done, prepare to Pompey's theater. Come, Casca, you and I will yet ere day see Brutus at his house.
Oh, he sits high in all the people's hearts.
I cannot, by the cause of the stars, you guess how near today is. It must be by his death. And for my part, I know no personal cause to spurn him. But for the general, he would be crowned. So Caesar may, unless he may prevent it. And therefore, think him as a servant said, if hatched, would ask his kind, go mischievous, and kill him in the show. What, Lucius? Oh. Is not tomorrow, boy, the ides of March?
Sir, March is wasted 14 days.
'Tis good. Go to the gate. Somebody knocks. Since Cassius first did wetly against Caesar, I have not slept. Between the acting of a dreadful thing and the first motion, all the interim is like a phantasma or a hideous dream.
Is your brother-in-law Cassius at the door without the daughter to Caesar?
Is he alone?
No, sir, there are others with him.
Do you know them?
No, sir, their hats are plucked about their ears and half their faces buried in their cloaks.
Let them enter. They're the faction, O conspiracy, that shamest thou to show thy dangerous brow by night when evils are most free?
Good morrow, Brutus. Do we trouble you?
I've been up this hour, awake all night. Know any of these men that come along with you?
Ah, every man of them honors you. This is Trebonius. This Decius Brutus. This Casca. This Cinna. And this Metellus.
Give me your hands, all over, one by one.
And let us swear our resolution.
No, not an oath. Not an oath. What other oath than honesty to honesty engage?
But what of Cicero? Shall we sound him?
Oh, let us have him, for his silver hairs will purchase us a good opinion. It shall be said, his judgment ruled our hands. Our youths in wildness
shall no wit appear, but all be buried in its gravity.
Oh, name him not, for he will follow no thing that other men begin.
Yet I fear him.
There is no fear in him. Let him not die, for he will live and laugh at this hereafter.
The clock hath stricken 3,
'Tis time to part.
but it is doubtful yet whether Caesar will come forth today or no. For he is superstitious, grown of late, and these apparent prodigies, the unaccustomed terror of this night, may hold him from the capital today.
Never fear that. If he be so resolved, I can oversway him. When I tell him he hates flatterers, he says he does, being then most flattered. Let me work, and I shall bring him to the capital.
Friends, disperse yourselves, but remember what we have said, and show yourselves true Romans.
Brutus, my lord.
Portia, what mean you? Wherefore rise you now? It is not for your help, thus to submit in weak condition to the raw cold morning.
Not for his neither. Yesterday night at supper, you suddenly rose and walked about, musing and sighing with your arms crossed. And when I asked you what the matter was, you stared upon me with ungentle looks. I urged you further, then you scratched your head, and too impatiently stamped with your foot. Yet I insisted, yet you answered not. But with an angry laughter of your hand, gave me a sign to leave you. So I did. Dear my lord, make me acquaintance with your cause of grief.
I'm not well in health, and that is all. Good Portia, go to bed.
Is Brutus sick? No, my Brutus. He has some sycophants within your mind, which by the right virtue of my place, I ought to know. And upon my knees, by all those vows of love, and that great vow which did incorporate and make us one, unfold to me, yourself, your half, why you were heavy, and what men tonight have had to resort to you. For you have been some 6 or 7 who did hide their faces, even from darkness.
You're not gentle, Portia.
Tell me, Brutus, do all I love the servants of your good pleasure?
O ye gods, render me worthy of this noble wife.
Nor heaven, nor earth have been at peace tonight. Thrice have Calpurnia in her sleep cried out, "Help ho! They murder Caesar."
My lord?
Go, bid the priests do present sacrifice, and bring me their opinions of success.
Hello, my lord.
What mean you, Caesar? Think you to walk forth? You shall not strive your house today.
Caesar shall forth.
A lioness hath whelped in the streets, and the graves have yawned and yielded up their dead. Fierce, fiery waters fought upon the clouds,
Which is the blood upon the Capitol.
and ghosts did shriek and squeal about the streets. O Caesar, these things are beyond all use, and I do fear them.
Yet Caesar shall go forth, for these predictions are to the world in general as to Caesar.
When beggars die, there are no comets seen. The heavens themselves blaze forth the death of princes.
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. What say the onlookers?
They will not have you served for today, hugging the entrails of an offering forth. They could not find a heart of millions.
Caesar should be a beast without a heart. If he should stay home today for fear, Caesar shall go forth.
Alas, my lord, call it my fear that keeps you in the house, and not your own. We'll send Mark Antony to the Senate House, and he shall say you are not welcome. Let me, upon my knee, prevail on this.
Mark Antony shall say I am not well, and for thy humor I stay at home. Here, Statius Brutus, he shall hold his way.
Caesar, all hail. Good morrow, worthy Caesar. I come to fetch thee to the Senate House.
And you are planning a very happy time to bear my greeting to the senators and tell them I will not come to them.
Most mighty Caesar, let me know some cause, lest I be laughed at when I tell them so.
The cause is in stays me at home. She dreamt tonight that she saw my statue, which, like a fountain with 100 spouts, did run pure blood, and many lusty Romans came smiling and did bathe their hands in it, and on her knee hath begged that I would stay at home with her.
This dream is all misinterpreted. It was a vision, fair and fortunate. Your statue, spouting blood from many pipes, with so many smiling Romans bathing in it, signifies that from you great Rome shall suck reviving blood. This, my Calpurnia's dream, is signified.
And this way have you well expounded it.
And know it now, the Senate hath concluded to give this day crown to my descent. If you shall send word, you will not come. Their minds may change. Besides, it were a mock act to be rendered for someone to say, break up the Senate till another time, when Caesar's wife doth meet with better dreams. And if Caesar hid himself, shall they not whisper, lo, Caesar is afraid? Pardon me, Caesar, for my dear, dear love, to our proceeding bids me tell you this, and reason to my love is liable.
How foolish do your fears seem now, Calpurnia. I am ashamed I did yield to them. And look, where Carbonius has come to fetch me.
Good morrow, Caesar.
Welcome. What, Brutus? Are you stirred so early too? Good morrow, Castor. What is the o'clock?
Caesar, 'tis struck an 8. See Antony, that revels long o' nights, is not withstanding up. Good morrow, Antony.
So, to most noble Caesar,
Now, Senna, now tell us. What, Carbonius? Be near me, that I may remember you.
Caesar, I will. And so near will I be, that your best friend shall wish I was further.
Good friends, go in, and take some wine with me, and we, like friends, will straightway go together.
Caesar, beware of Brutus. Take heed of Cassius. Come not near Casca. Have an eye to Cinna. Trust not Trebonius. Mark well Metellus Cimber. Decius Brutus loves thee not. There is but one mind in all these men, and it is bent against Caesar. The mighty gods defend thee, Artemidorus. Here will I stand, till Caesar pass along. If thou read this, O Caesar, thou mayst live. If not, the fates with traitors do contrive. Hail Caesar! Read the schedule.
Trebonius doth desire you to overread at your best leisure. This is
O Caesar, read mine first, for mine to suit the Here, read it, great Caesar.
What touches thyself shall be last served.
Delay not, Caesar. Read it instantly.
What, is the fellow mad?
Sir, your place.
Trebonius knows his time. But look you through this, he draws Mark Antony out of the way.
Where is Metellus Cimber? Let him go, and presently prefer his suit to Caesar.
Casca, you are the first that rears your hand.
Are we all ready? What is now amiss that Caesar and his Senate must redress?
Most high, most mighty, and most puissant Caesar, Metellus Cimber throws before thy seat and humble heart.
I must prevent this, Caesar. Thy brother by decree is banished.
I kiss thy hands, but not the flatter, Caesar.
Pardon, Caesar. Caesar, pardon.
Speak hands free!
And to protect his cause.
Liberty, freedom, tyranny is death. Run hence, proclaim, cry it about the streets.
Liberty, freedom, and enfranchisement.
People and senators, be not affrighted, fly not, stand stiff. Ambition's debt is paid.
Stand fast together, lest some friend of Caesar's should chance.
Stoop, Romans, stoop, and let us bathe our hands in Caesar's blood, up to the elbows, and besmear our swords. And walk we forth, even to the marketplace, waving our red weapons over our heads. Let's all cry, peace, freedom, and liberty. Soft, who comes here? A friend of Antony's?
Thus Brutus and my master did the meal. Thus Mark Antony made me fall down, and being prostrate, thus made me sit. Brutus was noble, wise, valiant, and honest. Say I love Brutus, and I honor him. Say I fear Caesar, loved him, and honored him. If Brutus shall vouchsafe Mark Antony and comes in safety, Mark Antony shall not leave Caesar dead. So well is Brutus living. So says my master.
Thy master is a wise and valiant Roman. Tell him, so please him, come on to this place, and he shall be satisfied, and by my honor depart untouched.
I'll fetch him presently.
I know that we shall have looked him well to friends.
I wish we may, but yet have I a mind that fears him.
Welcome, Mark Antony.
Almighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Are all thy glories, conquests, triumphs, spoils, shrunk to this little measure? Fare thee well. I know not, gentlemen, what you intend. I do beseech you, if you bear me hard, now, whilst your crippled hands do reek and smoke, fulfill your pleasure.
O Antony, beg not your death of us, though now we must appear bloody and cruel, our hearts do receive you, with all kind love, good thoughts, and reverence.
Mark Antony, I blame you not for praising Caesar so, but what compact will you to have with us?
Friends, am I with you all and love you all, upon this hope that you shall give me reasons why and wherein Caesar was dangerous.
Our reasons are so full of good regard. Now were you, Antony, the son of Caesar, you should be satisfied.
That's all I see. And in moreover, suitor, that I may produce his body to the marketplace, and in the pulpit, as becomes a friend, speak in order of this funeral.
You shall, Mark Antony.
Brutus, a word with you. You know not what you do. Do not consent that Antony speak at Caesar's funeral. Know you how much the people may be moved by that which he may utter?
By your pardon, I will myself into the pulpit first, and give the reason for our Caesar's death. It shall advantage us more than do us wrong.
I like it not.
Antony, in your funeral speech, you shall not blame us, and say you do with our permission. And you shall go to the same pulpit whereto I am going after my speech is ended.
Be it so. I do desire no more.
Prepare the body then, and follow us.
Oh, pardon me, thou leading piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood. Over thy wounds now do I prophesy, which, like dumb mouths, do ope the ruby lips. Caesar's spirit, raging for revenge, shall cry havoc, and let slip the dogs of war. You serve Octavius Caesar, do you not?
I do, Mark Antony.
Caesar did right for him to come to Rome.
He did receive his letters in his country, and bid me say to you by way of mouth, "Oh, Caesar!"
Thy heart is big. Give thee apart and weep. Passion, I see, is catching. For mine eyes, seeing those weeds of sorrow standing nigh, began to water. Is thy master coming?
He lies tonight within 7 weeks of Rome.
Post back with speed, and tell him what hath chanced. No road of safety for Octavius yet. Yet stay a while. Lend me your hand.
Then follow me, and give me audience, friends.
The noble Brutus is ascended. Silence!
Romans, countrymen, and lovers, hear me for my cause, and be silent, that you may hear. Believe me for mine honor, and have respect to mine honor. Censor me in your wisdom, and await your sentence, that you may the better judge. If there be any in this assembly, any dear friend of Caesar's, to him I say, that Brutus's love to Caesar was no less than his. If then that friend demanded why Brutus rose against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I love Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more. Had you rather Caesar were living, to die all slaves, than Caesar were dead, to live all free men? As Caesar loved me, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, I rejoice at it. As he was valiant, I honor him. And as he was ambitious, I slew him. There's tears for his love, joy for his fortune, honor for his valor, and death for his ambition. Who is here so base that would be a bondman? If any speak, for him have I offended. Who's here so rude that would not be a Roman? If any speak, for him have I offended. Who's here so vile that will not love his country? If any speak, for him have I offended. I pause for a reply.
None, Brutus, none.
Then none have I offended. Here comes his body, mourned by Mark Antony, who though he had no hand in his death, shall receive the benefit of his dying, a place in the commonwealth, as which of you shall not? With this I depart. But as I slew my best lover for the good of Rome, I have the same dagger for myself, which shall please my country to need my death.
Live, Brutus, live, live. Bring him home with triumph into his house.
Give him a statue of his ancestors.
Let him be Caesar.
Good countrymen, let me depart alone. Stay here with Antony. Do grace to Caesar's corpse, and grace his speech, tending to Caesar's glories, which Mark Antony, by our permission, is allowed to make.
Stay home, and let us hear Mark Antony.
We'll hear him. Noble Antony, go up.
For Brutus' sake, I am beholding to you.
What does it say, Brutus? He says, for Brutus' sake, he finds himself beholden to God.
For best to speak no harm of Brutus here.
This Caesar was a tyrant.
Nay, that's certain. We are blessed that won't rid of him.
Peace, let us hear what Antony has to say.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you that Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man, so all they are, all honorable men. Am I to speak in Caesar's funeral? He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He had brought many captives home to Rome, his ransoms to the general coffers filled. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When the boy of Caius Caesar hath wept, ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that only the people I twice presented him a kingly crown, which he did twice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here am I to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause will hold you to more for him? O German, thou hast fled to British beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar. Now I must pause till it come back to me.
Methinks there is much reason for saying this.
If thou consider rightly about it, Caesar has had great wrong.
Has he, masters?
I fear worse behind this place.
Marking his words, he would not take the crown. Therefore, 'tis certain he is not ambitious. Poor soul, if Isaac by the squire would leave him.
There's not a nobler man in Rome than Antony.
Mark him, he begins again to speak.
Here's a parchment with the seal of Caesar. I found it in his closet. 'Tis his will. Let but the commons hear this testament, which, pardon me, I do not mean to read.
We will hear the will. Read it, Mark Antony.
The will, here's the will.
Have patience, gentle friends. I must not read it. It is not me to know how Caesar loved you. You are not wood, you are not stones, but men. And being men, bearing the will of Caesar, it will inflame you. It will make you mad. 'Tis good you know not that you are his heirs. For, if you should, what would come of it?
Read the will. We'll hear it, Antony. You shall read us the will. Caesar's will.
You will compel me then to read the will? Then let me show you him who made the will.
Arrange stand now.
If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. You all do know this mantle. Look, in this place ran Cassius's dagger through. See what a rent the envious casting me. Through this, the well-beloved Brutus stabbed. This was the most unkindest cut of all. For when the noble Caesar had saw him stabbed, ingratitude, more strong than the traitor's arms, quite vanquished him. Then burst his mighty heart, and in his mantle, muffling up his face, even at the base of Pompey's statue, which all the while ran with blood, the great Caesar fell. Oh, what a fall was there, my countrymen. Oh, now you weep.
Oh, piteous spectacle.
Oh, noble Caesar!
Oh, traitors, villains.
We will be revenged.
Revenge!
Thou, seek,
Burn,
fire,
kill.
slay.
Let not a traitor live!
Sweet friends, good friends, let me not stir you up. You have forgot the will I told you of.
Most true. The way, will. Let us stay and hear Caesar's will.
Here's the will, and under Caesar's seal. To every Roman citizen he gives, to every several man, 75 drachmas. Moreover, he hath left you all his walks in private arbors, to you and to your heirs forever. Here was a Caesar. When comes such another.
Never, never, come away, away. We'll burn his body in the holy place, and with the brands fire the traitors' houses.
Go fetch fire. Put down benches.
Look down doors, windows, anything.
Now let it work. How now, fellow?
Sir, Octavius has already come to Rome.
Where is he?
He and Levitus are at Caesar's house.
He comes upon a wish. Fortune is married, and in this mood will give us anything.
I heard him say Brutus and Cassius are rid like madmen through the gates of Rome.
You likely have some notice of the people, and how I elude them. Bring me to Octavius.
Yet something leads me out.
What is your name?
Whither are you going?
Where do you dwell? Are you a married man or a bachelor? Answer every man directly.
I am briefly.
I am wisely.
I am truly.
What is my name? Whither am I going? Where do I dwell? What is my name? Well, then, to answer every man directly and briefly, wisely and truly, wisely I say, I am a bachelor.
That's much to say. There are fools that marry. Proceed directly.
Directly, I am going to Caesar's funeral.
As a friend or an enemy?
As a friend.
And for your dwelling briefly?
Briefly, by the capital.
Your name, Sir Truly?
Truly, my name is Cinna.
Tear him to pieces! He's a conspirator!
I'm Cinna the poet! I'm Cinna the poet!
Terror's bad verses! Terror's bad verses!
I'm not a conspirator! I'm Cinna the poet!
It don't matter. His name's Cinna.
Yeah.